You're watching Daytime Tea Time with Candice. It's time to pour this tea, stir this tea, and sip this tea. Let's get right into it. Alright, you guys, we're about to talk about Miss Wendy Williams, her husband Kelvin Hunter, and his side chick Sharina Hudson. Okay, so as if this love triangle between Wendy Williams, her husband Kelvin Hunter, and his side chick Sharina Hudson, aka his baby mama Sharina Hudson, because y'all know she had the baby last week, as if this love triangle couldn't get any worse, there is more tea being spilled on this love triangle, and the person spilling the tea is none other than Wendy Williams' ex-employee Charlamagne the God from The Breakfast Club. Now, for those of you who may not know, Charlamagne the God actually used to work with Wendy Williams. He was actually part of her radio show back in the day.
Down where?
How's it going?
Well, he's gay, stupid.
What more do you need to know, you donkey?
How you doing?
Lucy, stop it. Denial is a river in Egypt. Your husband is gay. He's guys. If you want to stay, there's nothing wrong with it. To each his own when it comes to relationships, Lucy.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Wendy Williams says the firing of her radio right-hand man came out of nowhere to her as well as the fans.
I was told that he wouldn't be with the show anymore.
Wendy Williams broke the news to her WBLS radio listeners this week, and fans are in shock after learning her radio hype man, Charlamagne, will no longer be on the show.
Did he say something crazy on the air? Is it one of those things?
No. I just wanted to be clear that I did not fire Charlamagne, and he is still my friend.
In a nutshell, budgets. You know, radio, like all other businesses, is suffering right now.
And I can believe that. You know, it's a bad economic time all across the board everywhere. So everybody's trying to pinch pennies.
Charlamagne, who came to New York by way of South Carolina 2.5 years ago, was not exactly welcomed with open arms, but he eventually became a fan favorite, even with his politically incorrect and sometimes offensive comments.
It's the live premiere of The Wendy Williams Show.
This past summer, Wendy made the crossover from radio to TV with her brand new syndicated talk show.
The radio show is a separate situation from the television show. The television show is doing very well, and people are very excited.
As for Charlamagne's future, he will be making guest appearances on the TV show, and with a book, CD, and movie deal in the works, his career is far from over.
I got nothing but respect for Inner City Broadcasting. It was a privilege and an honor to even be working there and be in that position.
So as you saw from that clip, Charlamagne the God and Wendy Williams both said that he was fired due to budget cuts. Fast forward about 10 years now in 2019, Charlamagne the God is setting the record straight, and he is letting us know that his friendship with Wendy Williams was ruined by her husband Kelvin. Charlamagne sat down with Andrew Schultz from the Brilliant Idiots podcast, and he spoke in detail about why he is no longer friends with Wendy Williams. And he specifically said that it is Wendy Williams' husband, Kelvin Hunter, who was responsible for that. Charlamagne the God let everybody know exactly how he feels about Wendy Williams' husband, Kelvin Hunter. Basically saying,
I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with Kelvin Hunter.
So whatever.
And y'all know
ends
I
up
don't even
happening.
talk like this when it comes to
Right.
people.
This is new for me to hear from you.
I don't fuck with Kelvin Hunter. I don't fuck with you. In no way, shape, or form. That motherfucker has tried to take my head off a few times in the past decade. Like literally tried to take my motherfucking head off in ways that y'all don't even understand. That motherfucker has gotten a couple cease and desist from my lawyer in his lifetime.
Really?
Oh, abso-motherfucking-lutely. Abso-motherfucking-lutely. But guess what? Time will reveal all. Whatever. It'll all reveal itself shortly. That's all I can tell you. He got a lot of bullshit coming his way, and he knows it. And he can sit around and try to escape it, but he can't. And that's the thing when you fucking with somebody that knows you. Like I know you and have known you, okay, for a long time. You was who you was before I got here.
Y'all heard that. Charlamagne the God is very clear. He's saying he does not fuck with Kelvin Hunter, okay? I'm sorry, y'all. Real quick, I just have to acknowledge that if you are deep into these YouTube streets and you're familiar with Chronicle Speaks YouTube channel, we all know that she broke it down and showed us that Kelvin Hunter's real name is Kelvin Hunter. And not only that, Chronicle Speaks YouTube channel showed us that Kelvin Hunter's name is on the house along with Sharina Hudson, showing that they did actually have that house together, exactly like the Daily Mail told us. But the Daily Mail and nobody else told us that his real name is Kelvin. Chronicle Speaks told us that. I'm just saying. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my sis, okay? Y'all better put some respect on her name and her investigation skills, okay? But anyway, seriously, I just wanted to point that out to you guys because every time Chronicle Speaks and myself call him Kelvin, y'all keep saying that we're saying his name wrong. His real name is Kelvin Hunter. And now you hear Charlamagne the God saying it as well.
I don't fuck with Kelvin Hunter. I don't fuck with Kelvin Hunter.
Y'all heard that. Kelvin Hunter, not Kevin. Kelvin with an L.
Her trash ass husband, Kelvin Hunter. Kelvin Hunter.
Y'all know we be breaking stories over here on YouTube and we don't get our acknowledgement, but that's okay. Charlamagne, we know you watching. I see you, you see me, we see each other, Charlamagne.
I see you. We good. Okay. We good. I see you. We see each other. We see each other. We good.
Let's move on.
I know you watching. It's okay. You know we over here trending Kelvin, but that's okay, Charlamagne. But anyways, y'all, back to this interview, okay? So during this interview on the Brilliant Idiots podcast, Charlamagne explains exactly why he does not mess with Wendy Williams and her husband, Kelvin. And it's all because of his relationship with his side chick, Sharina, Kelvin's baby mama, aka his mistress. Apparently, back in the day, Sharina Hudson liked Charlamagne the God's friend, and it really pissed Kelvin off. Listen to what Charlamagne had to say about that.
Her trash ass husband, Kelvin Hunter, and Sharina Hudson. You know, the reason I don't even rock with Wendy and Kevin anymore is because of Sharina. Sharina was the homie. That was the homie from Columbia, South Carolina, the 803. You know, I introduced her to Kev, you know, back in the day. And the reason we fell out is because we was in Jamaica one time, right? And when we was all in Jamaica, it was a WBLS. When I used to work at BLS with Wendy, it was a WBLS getaway. So we're all in Jamaica. Me, Wendy, Kev, you know, he flew his mistress out. You know what I'm saying? This was years ago. This had to be like 08.
Kev has his mistress out there with his wife.
Yeah.
Is Wendy aware of this?
No, not at the time. I don't think so. Not that I know of. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, you know, she wanted to get with Wax, right? His mistress wanted to get with Wax.
Okay, sorry guys, I had to pause it real quick so that I can tell you who Wax is. So you just heard Charlamagne the God say that Kelvin Hunter's side chick Sharina wanted to get with Wax. Wax is one of Charlamagne the God's friends. He appears on the Brilliant Idiots podcast very often, and he also has his own podcast alongside a woman named L'Oreal, and it's called Bully and the Beast. So check him out on YouTube if you haven't heard of it. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to tell y'all who Wax was. Okay, here's the rest of that clip.
She wanted to get with Wax, right? His mistress wanted to get with Wax. Later on down the line, he got mad at me because he said that I was trying to hook Wax and Sharina up. So when I say that he's a legendary sucker on some legendary sucker shit, the reason we fell out is because of his mistress. Now, mind you, at the time, you might have known this girl maybe a year. You know what I'm saying? Man, you've been rocking for like 3-4 years. You might have known this girl for maybe a year. And you say, fuck him because you think I'm trying to hook her up with my man. When the reality is she just liked him. Like, so that's why, so if anybody ever wants to know why me, Wendy Williams, and Kelvin Hunter don't fuck with each other, it's because of that. Pray for Wendy if you want to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a very bad situation that she's in. So
what is your relation with her now?
I have zero. I have not talked to her since the day Kevin texted my phone and said, I don't fuck with you anymore. You did some foul shit. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about at the time. Then I learned later on, you know what it was. So that shit within itself is lazy to me, because you supposed to be a New York pimp type motherfucker. You let a young girl from South Carolina ruin your motherfucking life. Salute to South Carolina, goddammit. Now, Wendy doesn't know this. So when Wendy gets on Elvis Duran's show and Wendy says, who, in reference to me, when my name comes up, like, who is that? Don't ask me about people I don't know. I can't even be mad at Wendy because I don't know what the fuck he told Wendy. It's not like he went to Wendy and said, yeah, yo, he tried to hook up, my side chick with his man, so we don't fuck with him no more. You didn't go to her and say that. So there's no telling what he said to her.
You're upset that your side chick wants to get side dick. See, that's super insecure shit.
That's some sucker shit. So that's why, that's one of the many reasons why I don't fuck with him. But I just think it's important to put that out there so you know what type of dude you dealing with. Like, he's on some legendary sucker shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, that's not your wife in any way, shape, or form. And I wasn't even trying to hook her up with Wax. They was vibing on their own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
as if I need to hook Wax up with a woman.
Okay, so you guys heard that. Charlamagne the God is saying that the only reason he's not cool with Wendy Williams is because her husband, Kelvin Hunter, probably told her some type of lie, because he most definitely didn't tell her that he was upset about his side chick, Sharina, wanting to mess around with Charlamagne the God's best friend, Wax. Okay, so in this interview, they go further, and Charlamagne the God speaks on the fact that Sharina Hudson and Kelvin Hunter had a baby last week. He threw major shade at them trying to sneak off to Philadelphia to have the baby. Check this out.
You went to Philadelphia, allegedly, to have a baby because you wanted to escape the media. It's 2019, you fucking idiot. There's no such thing as escaping.
You go to Finland.
The media. You go out the country. I'll get a doula. What the fuck is them shit called?
Oh, yeah, doula. When they come to the house. Yeah.
Wait, you thought that you could get some fucking privacy in Philadelphia? Seriously.
Yeah.
How stupid are you?
Yeah.
How stupid are you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're literally ruining your motherfucking wife's life. Right now. Sucking the life out of her and fucking up your bread and butter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what Wendy is, right?
That's what Wendy is. You fucking up your bread and butter.
He does nothing outside.
Kev has no fucking skill set.
Right.
None. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Why?
Why is Wendy still attached to him? What is it?
I have no idea. I'm be totally honest with you. I really don't. I have no idea. That's not even my place to even say. I don't know why she's in the situation that she's in. I just know that motherfucker is a sucker.
Okay, so y'all heard that. Charlamagne the God was not holding back. Okay, he dragged the mess out of Kelvin Hunter. But wait, there's more. Charlamagne the God claims that he has even more dirt on Kelvin Hunter. He said he might end up putting it in a book or a movie, and he made it very clear that out of everybody in the entire world, Kelvin Hunter is one of the people he don't with.
I don't fuck with you.
I just know that motherfucker is a sucker in a lot of different ways. And trust me, it's a lot more to motherfucking come. Cause I keep telling y'all, I know what you did last summer, Kelvin. Right? You, Philip Jordan, Danny Astoria, and Sharina Hudson, aka Nikki. I know what y'all did last summer. And one thing that you can't escape is karma. And by the way, this is just another lesson for me when it comes to karma. Treat people good, man.
Yes.
Say what the fuck you want about Charlamagne. Charlamagne treats people good. I go out of my way to treat people good because I understand how this shit can come back to you. I'm not a motherfucker who's not self-aware. That motherfucker lacks self-awareness because you took your girl to Philly to try to escape the media, to have a whole motherfucking baby. You can't even fucking keep up with the life that you created for yourself. You can't even keep up with the life that you created for yourself. There's nothing you can do to escape karma, Kelvin. Nothing. And when I say nothing, nothing.
Really?
Oh, you're gonna take all these L's.
Really?
He has
more coming.
A lot more coming. All right.
Can we divulge anything? Is there a little bit of something we can talk about?
I mean, I don't think it's no reason to. There's no need for me to be Nostradamus in this situation. So everybody just sit back and watch the play. That's all everybody.
And there's several acts to this play, you're saying?
Several acts. Yeah. I actually think that we're in the final act now.
So you think this will be the end?
I don't think it's going to end well if something doesn't change immediately. You know what I'm saying? And that's my concern. I want somebody that really cares for Wendy to intervene in a big way. Because I feel like if you just sit back and, you watch, abuse happen, whether it's emotionally, whether it's mentally,
you're enabling
whether it's physically, you're enabling it. It don't make me feel good to see people doing bad. I just sit back and I look at this motherfucker like, you stupid motherfucker, you did this to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you made a choice to be a fucked up individual.
Right.
And now that energy is coming back to you. And you got to live with that. And I'm going to eventually put it in a movie and get paid. You know what I'm saying? Or put it in a book and get paid. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with the information yet. If it doesn't all unfold, but it's all unfolding now. Like all of this shit that you're seeing right now, been there, done that, saw it a million times. Like this is a rerun. This is new to y'all. It's a motherfucking rerun to me. I was there from the motherfucking beginning, And if it's one person on this planet who I probably truly, honestly don't fuck with in no way, shape, or form, he's definitely one of them.
Really?
Yeah. I don't fuck with Kelvin Hunter at all.
Okay, so y'all heard that. Charlamagne's message to Kelvin Hunter is,
I don't fuck with you.
But y'all, this situation is a complete and utter mess, okay? Charlamagne is like, listen, since everybody already know about Sharina Hudson now, I'm talking. But out of all of that talking that he did on this Brilliant Idiots podcast, the only tea I'm really, really eager to know is what is the extra tea, okay? What did Kelvin do last summer?
I know what you did last summer, Kelvin.
And who is Philip Jordan and Danny Astoria, and what did they all do?
And you, Philip Jordan, Danny Astoria, and Sharina Hudson, a.k.a. Nikki. I know what y'all did last summer.
Charlamagne, when I tell you, put it in a book, put it in a movie, because I'm telling you, I will be there watching that movie or reading that book. I want to know what they did last summer. I'm just saying. But alright, y'all, I'm done with this. I want to know what y'all think. What do you guys think about what Charlamagne the God had to say about Wendy Williams, her husband Kelvin, and his baby mama, aka his side chick, Sharina Hudson? Let me know what y'all think. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'm going to catch you in the next one, alright? Bye.